10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
Or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. Welcome to January 20th, a historic day, not only for the country, but for ufology, secret stuff, really cool things. That's what that's what today's really about, to be honest with you. You might think it has to do with what's going on at the White House, but it's not. I think this is a little bit more important. Nah, maybe it's not. I feel like it is, though. I really do. The things that are happening at a fast pace because of a couple of days ago when Third Phase of Moon posted the underground tunnels, military secret tunnels that may have to do with aliens. Then the day after, a couple of days later, we have information about a Stargate map, the Stargate found on Google Earth, which, by the way, I don't see how it went undetected. by me, by a lot of people. Nobody's telling me, I've seen this before. I've never, nobody. Yet, inside, I look at that thing and I'm having a strange reaction. I know I've seen this before. You're going to think I'm crazy. I didn't even tell third phase of moon because they're going to say, no, you didn't. You never did. You never seen this. I'm telling you, I feel like I have. I've seen it somewhere before. It's been on the internet for a while, I guess, right? It's been on Google Earth. How could not one person, people look at Area 51 all day on that Google Earth looking for stuff. This thing sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm telling you, I know I've seen it, but I know I haven't. What I'm saying is it feels like I've seen it. I would remember something like that vividly. Well, it's amazing. The maps are incredible. We'll talk about it tonight. Michael and I just did a video for third phase. That'll be up a little later tonight. So there's a lot of stuff still to come out today. Just, my and Michael's opinion on what we think the Google Earth anomaly, Stargate thing, what we think it is, and what other... But yeah, you know what we do over there. I can't think. There's just so much going through my mind. And I know of other things, like the next 3 episodes of third phase it should be seen by millions of people. We know how shadow banning works, but should be viral videos. Viral, like millions of people should watch this stuff. Don't you really feel like you're seeing some things, and I'll show you some here tonight. Don't you think that you're seeing stuff that's really important, better than any balloon video put up by Tim McShillen? Better than the, what are those, St. Elmo fire? What are those Wilson documents? That was a stupid story. They had dinner and he wrote it down on a piece of napkin and things were said and he admitted and here it is. Yeah. These are documents, schematics, and what we're talking about tonight on third phase of moon is something I've never seen, but we talked about it the other night when we talked about the tunnel system. Well, it looks like there really was a subterranean machine that could bore into the earth by turning the rock to molten lava and then whisking it away behind it and then cooling off the tunnel walls to make it crystallize somehow and hard and secure. Well, 67 pages of that shit just got sent over to third phase. We'll be talking about that later. Can't believe what's happening. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Oh my God. Well, it's happening. And it's coming up, I think, in an hour or so. I got 2 messages from them. I asked when are they putting their show up. I have one that says 9 o'clock their time, which would be 6 mine. But if it's 9 their time, it should be midnight here. Oh, I see what they're... Okay, so we don't have to close up early tonight to go watch their video. I see what they're saying. Okay. So you've got the next week is just going to be off the charts. And of course, we rehash that here and on third phase. But also there's other things that happened in the world. There was a couple of days ago an airplane that seemingly avoided a crash with a UFO. There's video of it. I'm going to play it. But before I play it, we have to go to class today and pronounce a word. Remember? How do you say this? Is it Dulce? Dulce? Or is it Dace? Dulce?
Dulce.
That's what I thought. Okay. Dulce. Here's a UFO report that was put out on the 17th. I've had it since the 17th. I just haven't talked about it. Sin finds green, sees a mysterious orange light and UFO in the skies over Fermanaga. Fermanaga. Forget about it. Hey. Anyway, he sees this. Oh, a $20 super chat. Go with the Sal thing. That's major. Sal or Tal? Sal? Oh, you mean the underground? Well, that's Jeff Groves just gave a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Go with the Sal thing. See, there's a couple of things I do. You want me to imitate Sal? I can do a Sal, or are you talking about SAL? But I don't know what Sal. Are you talking about the underground bases? By the way, thank you for the super chat, Jeff Groves. $20. I mean, that's Mr. Generoso right there. Thank you. Stu Garrison, what's up? Chop it, Sandra Heath, Eric Dobremorenov. Anyway, this guy sees a UFO and some lights. That's supposed to be the picture. This is what we've been seeing for years. Years. It even looks like there might even be a protuberance of something coming out the top. And notice how it's tilted. Did he catch it wobbling? Let me see what the story says here. So this comes from Christopher Woodhouse. It is a Belfast Telegraph report. UFO investigators are seeking to explain this mysterious object spotted in the sky over Fermanaga. The gray shape was photographed by local Sinn Féin councillor Seamus Green while walking a remote area shortly before Christmas. Mr. Green, a self-proclaimed UFO skeptic, told Sunday Life that the object vanished almost immediately after he captured it on camera at Carrickahinen near Brookborough. Carrickahinen. Forgive me, I don't see these words every day. The Singapore Airlines. Yep, I'm going to get to that. Yep. So this guy sees something very similar to the Singapore Airlines UFO video that shows them avoiding a UFO, which in my mind, I'll give you my opinion after I show it to you. Anyway, this guy says, I got a picture, and almost simultaneously it vanished. Whether it had moved or not, I'm not sure. It looked to be about 3 miles away, and like what a UFO should look like, a circular, almost disc-like object. After posting the image on social media, Mr. Green said he was aware other people in nearby Lisnaskia had also seen the same orange lights. Do they show us the orange lights? No. So now I want to show you the video. G-Man, 1, I am giving time for goof on Michael and Third Phase to investigate the guy whom I've already revealed to them. Hint, Elizondo's battle buddy in the collection of UFO material. No one knows him. Yeah, of course we didn't talk about it yet because it's just not something that's going to be happening after one day. You know that. It's going to take a while. Yeah, I'm surprised you said something. But it is very interesting, Elizondo. What's coming up? That's going to be a tricky story for me to do. Because I don't want to be messing up on that one. Anyway, here's another photo. They called these Foo Fighters in World War II. The orange lights that Mr. Green just spoke of were called Foo Fighters. Now, fast forward to yesterday, a near collision with UFO captured on camera by Singapore Airlines passenger. I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to tell you what I think, because I think I'm right, Well, it wasn't supposed to start there, but thank you. Great. Great going. We can fast forward a little. Wow. Okay. Everything seemed to match up, right? It was weird how the engine noise turned on. I want you to hear that first. Right there. It's awfully weird how it sounded like it was edited. The sound was edited. Am I wrong on that? I've been on a lot of planes in my life. I've never heard it not rev up. It sounded like it was in mid-rev, like it was already playing, and then somebody just dropped the audio of the engine noise. Anyway, the rest of it seemed to match up. The only thing I'm going to say about this, and I'm going to tell you what, it looks real. Let me tell you that. It looks real, right? I'll play it behind while I'm talking. It looks real. I'm not saying it doesn't. But I'm going to tell you, I think this is suspect. And I'll tell you why. It's raining, right? You can see it looks like there's some wetness on it's cloudy, wetness on the window. Then they start to turn. You hear what sounds like people getting a little excited. You got a little bit of vibration. That's all real. That happens. Now, if this airplane was supposedly turning to avoid a UFO, my God, man, they would have been dead if this was real. Because that UFO zipped by them like they weren't even there. It could have easily crashed into the airplane if it wanted to. This airplane takes a while to make that turn. Now, if this is the UFO that they were avoiding, I don't think they could have avoided it. They actually look like they turned into it. What doesn't make sense is the turn and avoiding a little UFO like that. I say little. It doesn't look too far from the airplane. It looks maybe 500 feet, maybe less. Doesn't make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, I don't buy it. And that's the one thing that bothers me. The engine, the way it turns on. The turning, I think this guy was just looking out an airplane, had the camera going and figured out a way to fool people. Unless there was a mothership in front of him the size of Independence Day, that they would have to make such a maneuver, well, that's the only thing I see happening. Now, what really is happening? I think they're avoiding a storm. I think there's a heavy storm heading towards them, and they maybe got late notice on it, so they're turning very quickly. I've been in planes that have done this to avoid thunderstorms. Absolutely. But what do I know? Are there other witnesses? Let's see if there really is. I just got the story right before the show started. That's when I saw it in the email. So it says passenger captured UFO on video while on board the Singapore Airlines plane headed to Zurich Airport. The passenger was about to record the landing, but after minutes he witnessed a near collision with a UFO. Come on, man. The pilot followed safety protocol. The engines roared and passengers panicked. The pilot managed to avoid the unidentified flying object. First of all, if that white object was heading towards them, when did he see it if it was moving that fast? See, this doesn't make sense. He would have, by the time he made a movement, he would have been hit by the UFO. To make the turn like this, and the UFOs go, not buying it. And the UFO, if it's real, can stop on a dime, can turn anywhere at any speed. But I'll read on. The pilot managed to avoid it. Oh, thank God. And made a safe landing at the Zurich airport later on. Date and time of the event, January 17th, 21. between 7:30 and 7:50 a.m. The passenger describes this as UFO because the identity of the flying object is unknown. It is not a drone or a bird because of its invisibility on radar. Wait. Who said that anybody got this or tried getting this on radar? What? A pilot cannot see a drone or bird coming because of the small size. Thank you. That's what I just said. So how is he knowing to turn the airplane? The video proves that the pilot is aware and prepared to dodge the UFO. Nah. No way. No way. Not buying it. It doesn't prove anything. It proves that the guy turned the airplane and that white object was seen because this guy put it there. That's what I believe. I'm not buying it. Nope. Because it doesn't make sense. If radar can't see it, nobody warned the pilot. So you mean they're coming in for a landing and, the pilot's staring out there like this? By the time he notices it, it's already hit him. He wouldn't have had time to react as fast as that thing was going. It would have just smacked the side of the airplane or the underbelly. 2.0. Come on.
Holy shit.
It looks real, but then we got a guy saying, holy sh. He does say it at the right time. But,
Holy shit.
I got to admit, that thing looks 100 feet away. I don't think he's avoiding it, though. I don't know. It looks good, though. Damn it. You know why? You know why I'm so skeptical? It's almost too good to be true. Every other one we've seen of these was far away. So, maybe this is real. I admit it, I could be wrong. 100%. I tell you what, we can do. Can we do slow motion here? No, we probably can't, huh? No. Pretty cool though. I don't know. Holy shit. Alright, thank you. Pretty interesting though. It does look real. It does look real. We'll find out soon. We always do. Hey, a $20 super chat. Are you kidding me? Brandalee Bunjay. She says, for a $20 super chat, that's also incredible generosity. Recent map of tunnels equals link to landlocked U.S. Navy bases. Yeah. From Pacific to... absolutely, the Malibu base. Right? Catalina Islands. That's where they saw the 100 UFOs. Raining UFOs. Episode 4, Season 1, Unidentified. Lou. Look it up. Raining UFOs. They saw hundreds of UFOs. All right, 100. That's what the radar guy said. Was that Day? Kevin Day? Was he the guy? It's pretty amazing. From 80,000 feet, and they dropped out of the sky to 50 feet above water in 2.2 seconds. They said they were being stalked like for 2 weeks. They kept seeing them out there. They're just out there watching us, they said. It's as if they were getting intel on us. And Fravor, the guy who saw the Tic Tac, actually said it was as if they knew what we were doing even before we did it. It's like they memorized their patterns and their training and knew that he was going to fly back to base. Well, this thing already was there by the time he got there, as if it knew. Well, here's what I think. it may not have been the same Tic Tac. Hey, if they all were white and they look like Tic Tacs, you can't tell one Tic Tac from another. Could have been another Tic Tac. Clones. Doppelganger type of stuff. This is doppelganger technology. It's just technology. Who are we kidding? All right. I love it, man. And then what else is happening around the world, you say? Well, you just come to third phase of moon. Goof on. Third phase UFO report. We'll tell you. Because what happened, what was put on their channel yesterday is what me and Michael talked about earlier tonight to post on third phase, is that, and I'm going to show you right now, even though I'm double dipping, but I can't feel like I'm playing fair if I don't show Goof on. Because what's happening over there is truly amazing. These documents, the Google Earth coordinate of what could be a Stargate. That's earth-shattering stuff. It is. I don't care what anybody says. We go from underground, secret, possible military, alien, right? It's all connected now. You see what's going on, don't you? And I think I was right all along, with those of you who thought the same way, that the sky trumpets, because I proved it where I live, that the sky trumpets aren't sky trumpets. It's boring, it's digging into the earth, and the machinery either maxed out or it's rock grinding, but I recorded it here. And I said, I posted it on the site. The channel. I'm still living in the 90s with the websites. I really think those sky trumpets are things happening right below us. I think we're hearing the sounds emanating from secret holes that are coming out of the ground. You wouldn't even know it. They're probably covered up and disguised. Hell, I bet you they have them. You could probably look up at a mountain and not know there's a tunnel that goes into the mountain underground, probably because they have hologram technology, either duplicating trees or what looks like trees or the side of a mountain, kind of like the coyote and the roadrunner. He would paint a tunnel, and hopefully the roadrunner would run right into it, but he doesn't. He goes into it. And then he tries to run into it and smacks up against it. Flat as a pancake. I bet we have that technology floating around out there to throw people off. I could have sworn I just saw those trees twitch. You know, it would have to be pretty good technology to fool us all. But to have a hole in the ground be hidden, that could easily be done. Do it in obscure places. You saw the map. Groom Lake, I might as well just play the video. Groom Lake is where this stuff is. All roads lead to 51. I don't want to say Area 51. Groom Lake, whatever. That's fuller, Rich. All right, Bob. Anyway, I'm going to play the video because, not the whole thing, but enjoy history. I think it's history. Yeah, it's because I'm part of it too, but I'm a little biased. Some people say that some of this stuff may just be like movie props and things like that. I get it. I don't get the feeling. If it was, I would say it. And I'm not feeling that vibe. But the Google Earth image is there.
What would be the most efficient way of travel if we had the technology? Well, it's known as the Stargate. Does it exist only in the movie fantasy world, or is it in reality? Well, just recently I received an email that's unprecedented of what appears to be a star map. that reveals strategic spots all across the planet in regards to possible travel through these stargates, wormholes, whatever you call it. Does it exist? Apparently, this map was given to a friend of a friend 6 years ago, and just after we shared our video in regards to the underground tunnels underneath America, I received this document just a day ago. People are watching right now, Third Phase Moon, and the information is coming in very fast. And our panel will be going over some of the evidence that we're going to be presenting tonight, including some incredible imagery of what just came in moments ago in regards to more Stargates spotted next to the infamous base known as Area 51. The Google imagery reveals what looks to be some kind of Stargate, archway, and some strange buildings. Could this be the power vessels that charge up the Stargate? If there were to be any Stargates that exist, you would think that it would be at Area 51. Is this the evidence that we're looking at right now? Will Google imagery remove these images? Right now, we're sharing it to the world, and it's unbelievable what we're looking at. It
really is. It's unbelievable, for real. First of all, look at the map. Yeah, I mean, this is where is the map? Look at this. Where is it? I know we saw a map. Am I losing it? I'm losing it, aren't I? Where is it? That's crazy. This is crazy talk. All right, we'll go here. I know it wasn't in Brent's conversation. So let's just look at the map. I'm going to open it up here for you. So here you got Russia, Moscow, right? Chihuahua. See a word that says P wormholes. That's parallel wormholes. Here's another one. Machu Picchu, Lake Titicaca, Giza, okay? India, China, Tibet, okay? Rome, England, Bermuda, hello, wormholes. What is the word? Why is this word, these words here? North America. Then you come down here, you see, well, that looks like Mexico, to be honest with you. But then you go up here and look at the what do they call this? The, I don't know, I can't remember. A Earth vertical primary axiotonal lines. I guess that's these vertical lines. It says, look at this, wormholes, New York City. Okay. Mississippi River, Oklahoma City, Denver. Here's one that says Roswell, Michael. Interesting, right? Inner Earth vertical axi-tonal. Axi. Earth's 12Q sites inner Earth. Do you see? Phoenix and Falcon, top up here somewhere, wormholes. I don't know where, maybe up here. Very, well, I guess it is detailed. Yeah, Australia's the only one without any of these Stargates there. This is crazy. Are all these points where Stargates come from or go to? Now, when we look at the Google Earth image, I want to explain something to you about the images. I actually could pull it up myself since I have the coords, but this is easier.
The fact that they're all together makes me wonder if possibly it might be a power plant for the larger structure at the end of the row.
Nice.
Which I think is like 15 feet across, I think 5 meters across.
That's funny. Right when I was about to stop it. Sorry, Doc.
I think it's like 15 feet across, I think.
So you have these four, what I would think, okay, let me explain something about the image. Actually, I should pull it up for you. Let me do that. I got to get rid of some things. Hold on. Let me come back to me for a second. Because I want to show you why we're looking at what we're looking at. Because I'll show you. It's very interesting how it appears. All right. So let's see if my last one is still in here. My place is... Nope. How do I get to where I was? Damn it. So, oh, you're kidding me. I'm going to have to put the coordinates back in. It doesn't remember. History. Here we go. How could it be empty? All right. Bear with me. I'm going to put you on the camera with me there. Just bear with me while I get the actual coords. It's on the video itself. I just got to pull the video up. But I want to explain something to you. Because when you go to Google Earth, you don't just see the objects. It's not how it works. I want to explain that to you.
5 meters.
All right, here we go. Let me put the coordinates in. 37. Get out of here. Space. 17 inches. 39.84 inches. Sorry. North. 115. Space. 49 feet. 21.75 inches W. I think I made a mistake somewhere. Let's see what happens. Yep, couldn't reach it because I blew it. 39.84. Okay, this is 17 feet. I thought I put feet in there. Yeah. 39.84 inches. Let's make sure that's right. North 115.49 feet. 21.75. That should work. Here we go. Okay. So this is so I have control. This is going to be gone eventually, guys. Oh, I know what I'm looking for. I'm so silly. Imagine none of these here. All right, it's a picture. I remember now. Hold on, let me grab the photograph. I knew I was going in the right way, and then I said, wait, I don't think I'm right. Second guessing. Hold on. How about this one? Is going to go Stargate. All right, here we go. I think this is it. No, hold on. There it is. That's the one I want to show you. Yeah, can we download that, please? Is this it? Yeah. No. Wait a second. What happened? Wait a second. Okay. I got it. Download, yes. So check out this picture I'm about to show you. See this over here? You don't see the objects, right? This is what the actual thing looks like. But what happens is the computer software that Google uses takes from the shadows that are on the ground and creates the images that we're looking at. So there it is. You see what happens? Because here it looks like you can see the domes, and over here you can see the shadow, it looks like, of this thing. Stargate, maybe. Pretty wild, right? And the Google computer does this with a lot of images that are either old or gone or hard to see, and it creates the images that it's not able to detect. My question is, if we're getting a satellite image of Google Earth, why don't we just see the objects themselves? Why are we seeing the shadows here? I don't understand. I'm a little confused. And then they put it together and agouge. But this is amazing. I think these are some sort of energy device. They have so much, I don't know what kind of energy they would use. I think these are Tesla coils of some sort. It's a Tesla design in my eyes. I'll show you something else. Now, we're going to go over here because this really wasn't part of the video, because this is really what we were talking about. We're going to go over here. This is Groom Lake, Area 51, by the way, for those of you watching. Let me get out of here. I'm still learning this thing. How do I get out? You see, I don't have the ability to leave. Usually it would pop something up here. It says, you want to leave? The image, right? I don't want a street view. There it is, over there somewhere we got to go. Oh, there it is. So let's go over there. So where's our mountain? Right here. I think this is it. No, it's blue. It's over here. Yeah, here it is. So way down here, we have something that looks like 4 Tesla balls. See? Pretty wild. Now, do these 4 balls match up with the other balls that we just looked at? It's a ball fest. Of course. It's all balls. It's all ball bearings, everybody. It's all ball bearings. Here's the video. Everything's all ball bearings. It's pretty wild. So when you turn around, the mountain's right over here. It's kind of like got a straight line right over there. So here, don't forget, we're here. Here's Fall Ball Benny right here. And the image is over here. So we just go right here. Pretty wild. It's on top of this mountain, which I don't understand how nobody noticed this in all the years. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, let's get up top. So they look back, and that's where the 4 ball bennies were. There's Groom Lake. So it's pretty wild, man. These must align. These balls, they align, and I think the power goes joom, 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 or they come back home. Well, I don't think. See, you got platforms here. No shadow. See, here's the shadow. That's how they came up with these. So maybe, I don't know. I can't even guess. But it's bizarre, guys. And the map that we're talking about on 3rd phase, it's unbelievable. Let's pull that. Let's go into, forget what I said. Michael Rozier says some good things, so let's listen to what he says.
Appears to be a Stargate map. Now, personally, I didn't know about this map's existence, although I've had my suspicions. But if it is true that some of these areas of condensed energy that we're calling vortexes, portals or stargates or the likes are as tangible as something you can hold in your hand in the way of a map, well, the implications are long-reaching. Now, when I first looked at this map, my eyes are initially drawn to the key, which is on the top left, and the first symbol I see is a circle, which is hollowed out. Now, these represent the 12 stargates that are spread across our planet. And underneath that, we see a...
So I just read some things in the chat room. I didn't even think of that. My mind is so set on this possibility that we may be in Stargate world. Is this from a video game? Did somebody fake us out? I mean, it's possible. Did we all get duped? It's on Google Earth. Are they... what are they doing if it's on Google Earth then? Because it's not a video game. The map's real. All this stuff is legit. It looks like it could be made for a video game, I agree. Or a movie. Or some story, a book. Anything you want to throw at it. We don't know. We are not experts. I am not an expert on... Actually, nobody is. Only the people who made these maps and worked with them would know. They're the experts. I think you guys are funny. Anytime we're doing something as a team on Third Phase, we're, oh, look at these guys think they're experts. No, we don't call ourselves. People say they call themselves experts. No, we don't. Never have. We're just regular people, real researchers trying to figure stuff out. And the most incredible thing that we could find out could be the possibility that Stargates actually exist. We know for sure that there's underground tunnels that are possibly working with aliens. We've seen maps of it. They're online. You can look it up. It's real. Where do you think all the money goes to? These secret projects. What scares me is that we're now being told that these Tic Tacs exist. They have the ability to move at thousands and thousands of miles an hour, stop on a dime, change direction, go in the water, into space, probably underground. But, and why are we here? Everybody here knows. Everybody here knows there's UFOs. Meta propulsion craft, if you want to call it that. MPCs. Whatever your poison is. I said it earlier in the show. I think we're seeing just a piece of the puzzle. Somebody's allowing this stuff to go on the #1 UFO channel, and I say allowing. Nobody ever talked to Third Phase of Moon and said, okay, now you post this stuff. No. It's not like that. These are just people saying, hey, I have a family member who knows about this, or I did some research, or I used to work here and there and knew somebody who knew about this stuff. Here's the documentation. Here's the link. Here's the video, whatever. That's how it happens when you have the #1 UFO channel. People will send you stuff. And as soon as you post something that is personal to them or they have worked with it, they go, now is the time. Now I can release it. Now I can let somebody else talk about it. Now it's off my shoulders. Now the world knows. This stuff's out there somewhere. Just nobody found it. Nobody went public with it. Not everything's a conspiracy. Not everything's a hoax. Not everything's a lie. Well, those are all lies, really, pretty much. Well, except for conspiracy. It's lies and truth. That's the field we're in. Can't you just imagine how cool it would be just for a moment if we actually had a Stargate? If we knew there were aliens underneath our feet as Phil Schneider died over? trying to get that out to the public and let us know. And here we're talking about underground military tunnel systems the other day. New evidence come to light, whether it be old evidence being re-brought up. I've never seen it. I know a lot of you have never seen it. I'm going to continue with what Michael said because I like what he said here. I'm going to back up a couple of feet.
Is tangible as something you can hold in your hand in the way of a map? Well, the implications are long-reaching. Now, when I first looked at this map, my eyes are initially drawn to the key, which is on the top left, and the first symbol I see is a circle, which is hollowed out. Now, these represent the 12 Stargates that are spread across our planet. And underneath that, we see a smaller circle, which is solid, and this is to represent Earth's 15 natural star crystal seals. I'm not sure exactly what star crystal seals are, but I believe it's something that, with a bit of research, I could probably find out. Another thing I'll say about this map is that it mentions places of entrance perhaps to the inner Earth. Is this inner Earth the same one that Admiral Byrd had reported, or is this something more in the way of military bases that aren't so far in again, the way that we would think of inner Earth, the way that we discuss? The next symbol that really draws my eye is a square which is filled in, and this indicates parallel Stargate access. Well, that's interesting because if we have that information, we should be able to find them.
Dreamland, Groom Lake, Homey Airfield, multiple names of what they call the now infamous Area 51, where it's been rumored that not only are top secret flights going on of craft like the stealth fighter and whatever craft they're working on now, but more importantly, it is the place that's been talked about for decades about holding extraterrestrial craft, possibly bodies and other technology that did not originate from this planet. Now here, this is even better than looking at a map. We are looking at images, 3D rendered images from Google Maps, which show us parts of Area 51 that we would have never seen from, say, the Soviet satellite, which picked up Area 51 and put it on Popular Mechanics on the cover decades ago. To actually see a possible Stargate in Area 51 does not surprise me. The question I'd like to know is it something that is naturally occurring there, which is possibly the entire reason the base was built around that area? Or is this something that we assembled based on taking the Stargate and the equipment from someplace else, such as Iraq? Either way, this ominous looking arch that you go in is really interesting to think that you might be going in, but you're not going to come out at the same location at Area 51 in Nevada. You could potentially go through and end up at another time or another location on the planet Earth or even another planet. Obviously, I'd like to speak to anyone, as would anyone out there, anyone who had been through one of these Stargates. But the mysteries of Area 51, getting one more clue to crack this puzzle, seems to be falling in line as long as Third Phase of Moon viewers keep submitting information such as this.
Yeah, it was late last night. We received an email from Yabba Dabba Doo, and we're kind of like looking at some of his information he was sending in, and then this caught our eye right here. It's mind-blowing. We do see the artist representation that Google is trying to kind of create its own pattern. It kind of creates these little generic CGI imagery, but then again, we're looking at this and it has architecture. You can see the angles of whatever this doorway is. I think Google might be interpreting something that's really there on the ground.
Man alive. I just saw something in the chat room. What is this? Knowledge 888 with the super chat says, Goof on, there's different kinds of truth seekers. I could send you audio. They're, I don't know what that means, talking about that they found children in those tunnels, over 50,000. Well, thank you for the $5 super chat, Knowledge 888. I appreciate that. I never heard about that. I don't know. See, even that sounds familiar. You hear so many things over almost 2 decades. You kind of like, I don't know about that. I never heard that. I'm going to look into that one. That's, if you have a link or any audio, or are you saying truth seekers? the channel found that? I'm not understanding. You could send me audio of them talking. Whatever you have, yeah, send it. goofonradio@gmail.com. I'd be very happy to hear that. And Cuppy, with a $20 super sticker, you are amazing. And it's jumping up and down confetti all over the place. Pear. Hey, nice pear, Cuppy. Oh, that sounded weird, didn't it? Thank you for the $20 super chat. Yeah, I made myself laugh on that one. That was very unbelievably generous of you guys. Thank you very much. Feel awesome telling you some things and giving you evidence like this to look at is amazing. Thanks to Third Phase of Moon, of course, but still, I don't know anybody else who's doing it. Pretty good stuff. I just don't I don't want to be let down. This is what, now, every day that passes by, I get a little more worried. Somebody's going to say, these have been out. There's already a book about it. We didn't know about that. That's not happening, which makes me very happy. Usually it happens within 24 hours. All I can say is what's coming up later on tonight. It just gets better. Yeah, it does. And then after what's coming out tonight, tomorrow or the next day, unbelievable stuff. Like, I would have never thought about that. And now it's happening, and it's something I've always followed, but hell, they made movies about it. This is just unbelievable what's happening. People just keep sending us your stuff. Send it to Third Phase of Moon, Cousins Brothers Productions @gmail.com or goofonradio@gmail.com. I try to get to everybody. It's just little old me. But with the new schedule, I should be able to get to everybody now. Should be. Got time out for answering all those wonderful emails and looking at all those videos. Mary Hall sent something interesting. I want to talk about that real quick. It was something seen by Soho. Yeah, we'll look at that in a few minutes. I don't understand what's going on at the sun. This activity with these huge craft that seem to be parking their butts right there. Like, you know, like they're sucking up energy or something. And then I just learned that the Earth is speeding up. So fast so they've never seen anything like it in 50 years. They actually have to take time off of the clock. You know, they have a leap second. Yeah, now they're going to actually do a negative leap second. They're going to unleap it. Well, they're thinking about getting rid of the leap second anyway, because it's all averaging out. The Earth spins faster sometimes, spins slower. Now, they've never seen it spin this fast, so they're wondering why. I saw somebody said, oh, it's because China is taking all the sand out of the ocean and building with it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's true. And then I'm like, wait a minute. You look at a map, it's a little dot compared to the whole planet. That's not going to throw off the Earth. You think it's like you're putting a weight? People act like the Earth is a tennis ball. Well, you put a drop on the Earth. Let's say a drop is the ocean. Spin the ball and let's see where the water goes. I'm like an idiot. Do you know how big the Earth is compared to a tennis ball? Hey, it's mass, man. You and I create our own gravitational pull, believe it or not. If there is such a thing as gravity, I know, meta. Now I'm trying to, people are trying to, I just won't. I can't. It's very hard to get out of the thought that there's no such thing as gravity when your whole life you're talking about gravity, 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 gravity. Now people come around and say there's no such thing as gravity. It's very hard. And the explanations, I don't know. It sounds made up. I'm like, wait a minute. But that's the magic of gravity. Nobody knows what gravity is, right? Nobody knows. But somehow it's there. And if there's no such thing as gravity, how do they mathematically equate the pull of Jupiter on a satellite to slingshot it around to pick up speed to go out into interstellar space? And what is it that's pulling on the planet or pulling on objects? You know, Jupiter saves us from a lot of asteroids because they get sucked towards it, even from great distances. So for something to hit Earth, it would really have to get around Jupiter. Well, what if it just came from the other side? That's what we're worrying about. The sun. That's where it's going to come from. So I don't know. Alex, this guy who's, I believe, a physicist, is going to be on third phase maybe in a week or so, talking about the meta-propulsion craft, that terminology and why gravity doesn't exist. It's going to be wild stuff, man. Alex is a free thinker, and that's that. Brandalee Bunjay with another $5 super sticker. Well, super generosity. Wow, thank you very much. There it is. It's a little fox cat thing. Thank you so much, Brandalee Bunjay. If I was psychic, I would say she's got an older spirit. When she was 10, her spirit was like somebody who's lived a long time. You know, those people? Yeah, I don't have that. I have a very young spirit. Stupid. Yeah, I don't think my spirit's been around that long. I think my spirit got in a lot of trouble. I think it did. I think my spirit was a dick. Feels like it. I don't feel like I'm an old soul. An old soul. That's what I'm trying to say. She's got it. She has an old soul. I wonder if people ever told you that. Dark Hour's that way. He seems to have an older soul. Like, he just got wiser. You know what I mean? He's already been the young soul. It seems like his soul's been around long enough. It won't make those mistakes anymore. But plus he's just has this, he knows type of shit, you know, but he doesn't understand how he knows it. That's Dark Hour's soul. It's true. I've looked deep into all your souls. Man, why do you think I'm here? You think I'm here because I want to be, but there's other reasons. Everybody that I like's coming with me. That's right. Always had a plan. My young soul still thinks it can do young things. And when we leave this planet and leave these bodies, I'm taking some of yous with me. Deal? Yes. I know you say no. It's never going to happen. It's already happened. Nobody just understands it yet. That's why people don't like some of the things we do over here. Because they're old souls. They still think now they know it all, right? But sometimes things still aren't perfect. You can't let these things go that are hurting us still go by unnoticed. That's all I'm doing. I'm not letting the stuff get by. It shouldn't just because it was a little mistake. No, but he planned it. How could you call something planned a mistake? Tim McShillen is people are now saying, oh, no, that was a real UFO, Rich. You just don't know. It wasn't a Batman balloon. Nobody ever said it was a Batman balloon. Said it looks like this Batman balloon that you can buy online at Amazon. It looks identical to it. I'm not saying it's the Batman balloon. Never said that. I love these people who switch things. So I'm trying to change those younger souls. See, it's a process. I'm still being taught. I take what I'm learning and learned. I'm at the perfect place right now. It doesn't get any better at GoofOn. I am smart enough to listen and not young enough to not... Huh? Wait, what is it? Wait, what? To learn. Thank you. No, I already said that. I'm young enough to listen. Oh, no, I'm old enough to listen and learn, but not young enough to make the same mistakes. Got it. Okay. Yep. That's it. Thank you. Yep, you got it. I need a little break. Cottonmouth. I don't know where it comes from. What are we doing? Good question. Let me check out third phase of moon. I want to see something. All right. So they're going to be putting their video up in about 3 hours. Okay. So 3 hours from now. Check in 2 hours just to be safe. I got some more stuff to talk about. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're just getting going here. All right. So I need help. Do you remember Mary Hall's video with the UFOs shooting through the clouds and cutting the clouds in half and making a wake? You remember that? No? Hold on. I don't want to play a certain video. Let me just pull up the one that third phase did. Because
the sun and breaking out.
Somebody's saying that we hoaxed it. We hoaxed the ISS. I'll show you in a minute. This is the video. Watch.
And I want to point out to you, there are a massive amount of orbs going out, and I really can't explain what's creating.
So we're being told these are icebergs, and that this is snow or ice or something or cloud cover. You have to watch this. It comes from UFO of Interest. But I want you to look at this real quick before we do that. I don't see a wake. So you're telling me this dot is an iceberg in the water. That's what he's saying. And the wake here is icebergs cutting, or these are icebergs cutting through water. But then he removes the cloud layer and you just see the dots. So if it's clouds, and okay, if he remove, oh, let me just play it. It's I don't get it. Watch. Hold on. Okay, so it's, I don't know why there's no music or anything, but there's they're showing that, oh, that's weird. I wonder why the image analyst and UFO hunters didn't show the tracker in their video. We didn't put it up. We got it from Mary Hall. That's why. See, this is what is called very, very bad research. The guy didn't even understand that the video did not come from me or Third Phase of Moon, is who they're going after on this one. They think Third Phase of Moon hid that from the public. That's not true. That's the way the image was given to them by Mary Hall. But there, there we go. It's unbelievable. It's like a hit piece. Like it's based on lies. Unless he can prove it to me. Let me see if I figure it out this time. Maybe I'm not. I told you I'm not smart. And we never said that they were UFOs. We said, what are these? Pose the question. That's all. And we said, what if these are... Okay, so you figured it out. It's a misidentification. It's not a hoax. There's a difference. There are honest mistakes. Hell, I see clouds here. I don't know about you, but let's see what happens. He's going to go to these 2 UFOs over here, and I don't know. Thank you, Cuppy, for a $10 super chat. Says thank you. Thank you. Very generous. That's pretty awesome, you guys, tonight. Thank you, Cuppy. It's very sweet. So it says, this is the same footage in the same day at Worldview site, January 7th. See data below. They are there too. See how the clouds move, but they stay almost in place. Right. That was the problem I had too with it. Maybe they're UFOs hovering and the clouds are passing by them. I don't understand. In the same footage in the same day, I don't understand. When you take the clouds away, of course what's left is the UFOs. Because they're tracking the clouds. They're not tracking the UFOs if those are UFOs. Right? Am I missing something? What am I missing? Okay, so you bring the clouds in and you show the objects that aren't being tracked by the ISS. Of course these... Oh, God, this is dumb. This is a bad debunk. I knew it was stupid. That's awful. I got after him on Twitter for this, too. I said, you didn't prove anything. I said, those are clouds, and you didn't zoom in on the objects to see if they were icebergs. They were still dots. Could they be icebergs? Of course. But if they were icebergs that look like this, they wouldn't be one big dot. It would be misshapen. And yes, I know it's not 100% focused, but you would think you would see a break in the ice if they... What are you going to tell me? All icebergs are that size? See, that doesn't make sense. It's a very bad debunk. This is just a hit piece, and I hate it. And it comes from that Twitter group. And UFO Interest is not part of the UFO Dumb Guns, but is on Twitter. It's where he makes his living. They're an embarrassment on this one. Very bad. Very bad debunk. I'm not even going to play the rest of it because he just goes on, and he shows us clouds and then removes clouds. Anyway, I'll put the link, and besides, I can't play the whole video anyway. You have to do, the fair use. That's that. The link will be in the description. Poor Mary. All she wanted to do is let people see it. Actually, it was Third Phase of Moon getting ripped. But poor Third Phase of Moon. But they're used to it. They would probably say, so what? I don't know. If the debunk was done properly, I would give him kudos. But you can't lie and make assumptions. We made assumptions because we don't know. We're not there. But when you're trying to debunk something, you can't say it's ice. We didn't know those. We don't know if they're UFOs. But it's the clouds. And the clouds have a wake through them. And then when he removes the clouds, he wants us just to think those white dots are icebergs that are ripping through snow, or the clouds. I mean, what makes sense? What am I missing? What am I missing? Wait, this is Bizarro World, and it's day 1. Actually, that was yesterday, but anyway, I had to go over it. It's definitely not icebergs, because we thought that. Well, what if it's icebergs in the snow? But then he just proved it to us by removing the clouds, which had the wake in them. And when you aligned it, when you turn the clouds back on, what happens? They match up. See, you know what I think? I know, I figured it out. I figured it out just now. Check it out. the reason the UFOs don't move, you know what I mean? The reason you see the lines in the clouds like this, because that's the direction of the clouds. I believe the UFOs are not moving. I think they're in their place, and the clouds are moving through them. And this is the wake from that. So they're not moving through. The clouds are moving. And they're running into the UFOs that have this incredible magnetic resonance. And it's creating the wake in the clouds. Oh my God, I figured it out. Brilliant. Well, that's one for me. Hey, Cuppy, a $10 super chat. No, $10 super sticker with the laughing pair. It's the best laughing pair I've ever seen. That goes all over the chat room. Thank you very much, Cuppy. That is really nice. Very generous. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I was looking up at you, but you didn't see. Thank you. Now I can't. Now I got to turn my head. What a terrible debunk. It's so sad. What's that? We have a commercial? When did we get commercials? Ma? Where is she? Ma! We have a commercial. I never had a commercial on the show before. What is it? Oh, that's not a commercial, but we'll play it. What happened? Oh, that's real good.
It's terrifying. I mean, this seems potentially like one of the biggest stories of my lifetime. And I don't care if it's about UFOs or whatever you call it. Something that we don't understand is getting very close to our military aircraft.
The technologies related to energy generation should come out first.
This hybrid aerospace underwater craft is able to basically generate an electromagnetic field.
It is President Trump's belief that the United States must remain as dominant in space as we are on land and sea and the air. And your charge is to see to that mission with the United States Space Force.
You know, there were 3 people on my team assassinated, and I was almost killed.
With a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
It's a matter of national security.
But apparently, just recovered are off-world vehicles not made on this Earth.
The president will respond to the subject the way they want them to. There's a black box with all the technologies that would give us a civilization that's sustainable, peaceful, etc., and that's been around for decades.
Everybody's asking the biggest question in the world. Are we alone?
Look, it's holding, it's just stalled out there.
The narrative that's being launched, which is a false narrative, is that we're not alone and that those civilizations are a threat. The problem is that the public has to be informed and involved.
It could be a restatement saying, hallelujah, I'm finally vindicated.
I'm
Bobby!
completely convinced they're gonna let this stay like it is.
But the people who are surrounding that level of our politicians and government are not told. Like the movie Independence Day, where Will says, let's go kick alien butt.
Why not? February 16th. It's really good. Yeah, it's going to be the best. The timing of it, you know, hopefully everything is still going to keep on track. Countdown to disclosure, February 16th. I can't believe it's 3 weeks and a few days away. That's it. And I already saw it. Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to brag about that. Twice. Actually, more than that. Wait, what's going on? Super chats. How did I miss these? Knowledge 888 with a $2 super chat says, I sent you is 3 links. You're going to be like, darn. Thank you for the $2 super chat. And DJ with a $2 super chat. A super sticker. Excusez-moi. Where is it? With the thumbs up fox cat thingy. Right there. Thank you very much. Both extreme generoso. Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait for that movie. You know what I can't wait for? It's the discussion afterwards, and all you guys. We're going to have fun when that comes out. See, and that's only a few weeks away. Look what's already happened in this week, last week. I can't even tell you. This is crazy. Really is. It got a little slow for a while, and then here we are. Wow, we've got a lot of people watching. Thank you very much. 113, it looks like. It's pretty good. I am going to... You guys gotta bear with me for a second because I do have things up here I could actually talk about. Wait, I did? What's this? Uh-oh, it's time.
Dulce.
Dulce. That's how you pronounce it.
Dulce.
Okay, thank you. We're always teaching
Dulce.
here. I got it the first time. Thank you. We're always teaching here on Goof On, right? We talk about words. Like, don't say supposedly. There's no B in supposedly. You don't say I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to. I supposedly had to. It's just a pet peeve of mine. All right. So, is there life after death? I know we're jumping around a little bit, but with the few minutes we have left here, well, we got a little bit time left, yeah. Bigelow, check it out, is offering $1 million prize to find out if there's life after death. Today this was posted by Mystery Wire. Is there credible evidence to support the existence of an afterlife? A Las Vegas businessman says he will spend $1 million to find out. Yeah, you're only taking home $600,000. Las Vegas-based entrepreneur Bigelow, known for his funding of UFO research projects, has launched a new project. Today, the Bigelow Institute for Consciousness Studies announced a global essay contest. BIX is seeking input from scientists, religious scholars, consciousness researchers, and anyone else who can provide evidence of an afterlife. As an incentive, Bigelow will award $500,000 for the top essay, $300,000 for the second. Oh, it's an essay, and $150,000 for third. We should do this. The Bigelow Institute for Consciousness Studies, BIX, was formed to try to conduct research and facilitate research into the possibility of the survival of human consciousness beyond bodily death, Bigelow told Mystery Wire in an exclusive interview. And if that is true, then to explore what is on the other side all about. He shared more than about a mission of BIX, the rules for the contest, and the current state of research. Oh, here it is.
I know what you're thinking. I need a job.
Well, come on. We got a super chat again. A super sticker from Brandalee Bunjay. A $3 super chat. Super sticker. Thank you. It is a thumbs up bird. Thank you for $3. That's a great, generous super chat. Thank you again. Again.
What is BIX? Well, in Bigelow Institute for Consciousness.
All right, I'm done. I'm bored with that already. Do we really need to go? I mean, it's just gonna say what I already said. You want to bet? Watch.
Studies is.
Wait. Hold on a second. Did you just see what I just saw? $5. Oh, wait. Mr. DB Cooper, 7. This is crazy. I might as well just talk to the chat. My Bigelow balls, he says for $5. That's a funny $5 super chat. Thank you for that. Every now and then. Forget it. No, I don't want them. She's like, you want Bigelow balls? I'll make you Bigelow balls. No. Let's go back. You know me with the facial micro expression telling the truth or feeling comfortable. Wow, did he just give a huge sign after he talked about what he's doing? Watch, let me go back.
Was formed.
I have to. Watch how weird his face looks.
Let's talk about BICS. What is BICS? Well, in Bigelow Institute for Consciousness Studies,
What was that?
Was formed to try to...
He does not feel comfortable. You know why? You know why? Because he doesn't really care. He doesn't care. Does he? Then what is he doing? If he why would he have that unbelievable micro expression at the time he was asked, what is BICS? It's weird. It was, maybe he's got a tick? Alien girl with the $1.90. Let me start over. Alien girl, uno, with a $1.99 super sticker of a full-bodied stick figure throwing kisses of hearts or heart-shaped kisses. Well, right back at you. I felt weird doing it. I never do that. How do you do it? I don't even know. See, I can't do that. All right, a few more seconds.
Conduct research and facilitate research into the possibility of,
very generous, thank you,
of the survival of human consciousness beyond bodily death, and also to, if that is true, then to explore what is the other side all about.
I told you he was just going to say what I just read. Anyway, very good. Guess what's going to happen? So he gets these essays from people, and then what he'll do is he'll call those top 3 people and say, hey, you want a job? And I've got this way of reading people's minds when they meditate or when they sleep or when they go into a paranormal house or structure or area. That's what he's doing. He's looking for people that can express what they think the afterworld is actually about. What happens to your mind after you're dead. That's what he wants to know. He's looking for subjects. That's why I say we got to get on this essay thing. And can you imagine if Gufon did that and won? You would never. I would be going through one of those Stargates. That's what's going to happen. That's what they're looking for. Why do you think all this stuff just came out, right? Don't you think it's weird? Something's going on. I am a believer now. Something weird is going on in my life because of third phase. It's not a joke. Somebody's it's almost as if like people want us to get the information out there. No matter how crazy it sounds, no matter what your beliefs are, no matter what you think, we know that there's secret stuff going on in Antarctica. Did that on purpose. Under the water, in the ocean, under the ocean, the moon, the Mars. Come on, man. On secret islands. There's things going on everywhere. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. But is it alien technology? See, I don't know. I think now that I'm thinking about it, it's possible it's what Bob Lazar said. Whatever you believe, who knows? Cares. But don't you think that it's possible that they did find alien artifacts in Egypt, buried with the kings? Why do you think there's this huge secrecy around that whole area? You saw on the Stargate map that Egypt was one of those, I guess, portals or Stargate entryways. Machu Picchu. Come on, man. You've got debunkers out there saying, oh, we could have easily made these angular things back then. And then you ask them how, and they say with the tools they had. Well, what tools? Copper? You can't do it with copper. Bone? No. Not granite. No. Nothing was harder except for diamonds. How did they cut granite? So sharp that if you rub your finger on the edge of some of these things, you can cut your thumb. Come on, man. You know better than that. I don't care what you think you saw on Ancient Aliens or whatever. There's something going on. Either it's us from a long time ago, and maybe there was something on Earth that happened. Maybe a meteor struck it. Maybe there was some cataclysmic event, or maybe there was a war on Earth because they did make this technology. Maybe we are the aliens. Maybe back then they were just smarter than we are today. Maybe they didn't have high rises and they didn't go through the, what do you call it? Where they made everything out of steel. The Steel Age? Maybe they didn't think of things that way. But maybe they created things that reverberated sound waves to balance these big boulders. Maybe they figured some things out. But not everything has to be nuts and bolts. Why can't it just be what the Earth gave you? Because we can't figure it out now, that's why. I know that, but we're not thinking that way. Well, it makes sense because we went all the way up to the early 1900s, industrial age, thank you. And then all of a sudden, 100 years ago, we're flying airplanes and building tall skyscrapers. And then the car comes out, forget about it. I tell you, I'm surprised we're not flying cars at this point, but I think I do know why. I thought I saw a few super chats. Brandalee Bunjay with another $5 super chat. We're all part of one, no separation between 3D, 5D. We've got stars singing within us, resonating the same one song, equaling the universe. Got it. We're all part of one being, no matter what it is. We're all resonating together underneath the same song of the universe. Very well said. And a great $5 super chat, by the way. That's one of the best I've ever read. Very generous. Alien Girl, uno. Okay, I thought there was another one. Thank you, Brandalee Bunjay. I think that was like your fourth. So let's do something we rarely do for the next, let's say, a week. Let's try it. I'm going to try it with you. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to suspend disbelief. I want to believe that the things that we're presenting on third phase of moon, here in third phase, I want to believe that we're on to something. Because I do know what's coming out in the next couple of days. I am telling you to be prepared, because you're going to want to say, "No, I heard something," or you might be on the fence, or you might say, "Holy crap, how, when, where, why? I don't understand how I never found out about this." That's the type of evidence that's coming out. Wait until tonight. About 2.5 hours? 2 hours, 24 minutes on third phase of moon. Super chat? Blue Chicken with the $2 super chat. It's 1100, 1001, 1011, 0011. Thank you. You too. You too. I know what that means. That's Morse code for I got your back. It's not. I'm joking. Rich is getting gamus. Gamus? Gamus? What is gamus? Somebody called me Gayfon last night in third phase of moon. Instead of Goofon, Gayfon. Oh, never heard that one before. Like, that's a bad thing? Boy, that's like unbelievable how people are these days. It's unbelievable to me. Thank you, Blue Chicken, for that $2 super chat. You too, my friend. Very generous. Thank you. You guys are like on fire tonight. I think there was one other thing before we go. No? Yeah, there was. There was one other thing. I do have one other thing. Hold on. No, that'll be tomorrow. I don't want, you know what? I'm not even going to mention that. That's done with. There's something else I have. I don't know. That's bizarre. That is bizarre. I had one other thing, and this is what's going to happen. I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'll remember, and it's too late. That's what's going to happen. Let me get back on screen. I'm on screen. That's okay. You only live once. It's okay. Don't worry about it. And I just did the same thing twice I wasn't supposed to do. Unbelievable. So, thanks a lot for hanging out tonight. That's it. I hope you guys... That's it, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on Goof On. Don't forget, in about 2 hours and 21 minutes from now, third phase of moon. Unbelievable evidence coming out of some things you need to know. Me and Michael on third phase UFO report. Also another video coming out in a few hours. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. Unfreaking believable. Wonderful generosity tonight. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't even know how to look at it. I can't even look at it. I get emotional. Thank you. Newcomers and veterans, thank you as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. With that being said, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody.